sanctuary. That's just another reason to try.
If it sounds too good to be true, maybe if Glenn saw one of these, maybe he felt the same way.
He wouldn't. They believe, I know.
Let's go.
Make some noise for him. Keep going. That's right. Come on in, everybody. There's a couple seats in the back. So you're fine, Vincent. You're fine right where you are. Do you want to sit here? Because I can talk down here. You're more important than me. That's cuddly. That's nice. There we go. We got room for everybody. Let's hear it for the Walking Dead cast. Thank you guys so much for coming here. It is awesome. Big fan of the show. Go down the line, please. I'll give you my mic. I don't know if you need to introduce yourself, but here, go ahead.
My name's Reese, and
I'm Merrick Murphy, and I play Megan Chandler.
Hi, my name is Madison Lintz, and I played Sophia Paletti.
Hi, I'm Melissa McBride, and I play Carol.
right? Lou Temple, I played Axel.
I'm Lori Holden, I played Andrea.
What's going on, Spooky Empire? This is Vincent Ward, aka Oscar.
First things first, only because I cannot go 1 second without talking about Andrea and what has just happened. We gotta talk about it. And we don't have a lot of time, which is the unfortunate part. But Lori was in Colombia, and she was part of a sting operation that rescued 55 young girls from not to trivialize that at all, but I think you deserve that.
I was part of a wonderful group of people. I was one of many people involved. I've been going on missions for almost a decade now to rescue children that are being sexually exploited, sexually abused, and trafficked around the world. And this is the first time that a camera crew actually came and documented it. And it's the first time I worked with, ex-US military, CIA guys.
You had a CIA guy that kind of organized the whole operation.
Yeah. So, what I liked about what I liked about this mission in particular, and by the way, I'm starting another one. We're not going to tell anybody until right after it happens, but I'm financing a new mission. And there are missions that need to happen in this country because a lot of children are being kidnapped and, I have the flu. A lot of kids are being kidnapped and trafficked in this country. So it's an epidemic worldwide, and I just kind of feel like we're adults, and there's a lot of kids that need our help, and if we're not going to do it, who's going to help them? So the more people raise awareness and try to get involved in any way possible, the more children that we can save worldwide.
Is there a website, is there a name of this organization, or is that just kind of...
Yes, there's a website, OUR Rescue, so just think Our Rescue, and what's amazing about this organization, and I'm going to wrap it up, is that these are guys, the guy that runs it, he just stepped down to start his own organization. He was the head of Homeland Security in the United States of America for crimes against children. And we have 25 members, and they go on these operations, and they're all Navy SEALs, ex-CIA, Homeland Security, medics, and some athletes, and me. And but we're not mavericks or renegades. We work with every single government we go into on the national and local level. We have their assistance, and I really believe in this. So there's 5 more missions coming up, and I'm fundraising for one of them, and I'm going to be on it as well. So.
Thank you for talking about that. And now to the business of Walking Dead. Melissa. Can Carol catch a break? My one question for you is, do you think Carol believes that life is better now as it is, or if she had stayed with Ed and that relationship? I mean, as bad as things are now, which would she prefer? Like, because life is pretty miserable either way for her because of what's happened, but now she at least has freedom.
Yeah, but she's lost her family. I mean, she's lost her daughter. You know, that's a horrible, horrible thing. They're just 2 different worlds. So I don't think she would pick one over the other one. I think if this apocalypse had never happened, I would hope that she would have found the strength within her to get away from Ed. And
clearly she had the strength, because she is as strong as she is now.
Yeah, but there was a catalyst when the world forced her to, you know, really rise up and fight. With the other one, there was a very great intimate fear that kept her from doing what she needed to do. Who knows? Who knows?
Do you think that she's afraid?
Both worlds.
Yeah. Do you think that she's afraid to make emotional connections now? That she's afraid to invest in people emotionally?
I don't know that. I think possibly depends on who it is. You know, she doesn't do. She's not had a good track record with the children. But no, you know, it's good to be close. But is everybody going to accept one another for, you know, judging you for the things that you've had to do? And, you know, we say it in the show, we've all had to do something. What have you done? We've all had to do something.
And I think in some cases, like your case specifically with the girls, that you're not, well, your Carol is not willing to share that because no one was there except for you. Like, I don't think folks would get the gravity of that you would have to explain that to. That Carol would have to explain that to.
I think there's a part of her that doesn't care if you get it or not. She did what she thought she had to do, and if you don't understand, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're just going to get to it now. There's the microphone. Line up, ask your questions, say who you are, and let's get to it.
This is a question for Melissa McBride. I think that you and Daryl were a great couple. Do you think you'll get back together with him?
What did you say?
That guy works for People magazine.
Stirring it up, aren't you? Yeah, they have a great bond. They have a really good bond. They understand one another deep down. Yeah, did you see the first episode this season?
Yes.
Yeah, they made it back together. That's all right. It got weird.
They're about to go on an adventure. Next, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
My question is for Melissa. When you first started out,
Get a little closer to the mic.
When you first started out, your character was an abused woman and weak and scared, and you grew so strongly to be, you kicked ass and you just brought it. How does it feel as an actress to start out playing someone who's going through so much and not very strong and just grow and fill this role that's amazing that you do now?
Gosh, in a lot of ways, maybe I feel a little like Carol. Yeah, because I didn't think that I was going to last very long on the show. I really didn't have any reason to think that I would. And I'm just kind of overwhelmed where she is today, where I am with her today. It's a little surreal and overwhelming, and I have a dissociative sort of thing because it just gets to be too much if I think about it too much. It doesn't make any sense to me. I love this character. That makes all the sense to me. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Awesome costume.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Allison from Tampa. This question is for Chandler. We've obviously seen you grow a lot. You're tall. And we've seen your character go through a lot. And last season, towards the end of the season, you were this angry teenage kid, which everybody sees. And now you've flipped, kind of like Rick has flipped the other way. How has Carl grown from what Rick has gone through? Where do you see Carl's character going? Because last season Carl wanted to kill everyone. Now Rick kind of wants to kill everyone, and Carl kind of keeps telling him, no, don't kill anyone. There has to be some good people out there. So where is Carl going trying to keep Rick sane in this situation?
Well, Carl's story arc is really interesting. It's a lot like Carol's, actually. He starts off as this little kid that's kind of afraid of everything, and then he evolves throughout the entire series. And in 16 of last year, we saw that that Carl had the conscience of what he has done, but he's capable of doing whatever needs to be done. And he wants to do anything he can to save anyone. And with Father Gabriel, he doesn't want him to die. He doesn't want anyone to die. He's kind of like Tyrese. He says no one really needs to die if they don't have to.
Father Gabriel's creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's it's really cool because having the mindset of, or having the conscience of being able to do whatever needs to be done, but knowing the gravity of what you're doing makes you kind of the ultimate weapon of the zombie apocalypse.
Hey everybody, my name is Kyle, and my question is for Chandler. And along with what she was saying about you growing, you've also grown as an actor. So if you could go back in time and give your earlier self acting advice, what would you say?
I don't know. I mean, stay persistent. I mean, if you're trying to be an actor and get into the business. I mean, I've actually known Melissa for ever since I really started acting. You know, she was a casting director before all the Walking Dead started. So, but yeah, I mean, just stay persistent and keep trying and keep auditioning, and something's gonna come eventually. You'll get lucky.
Thanks so much for playing.
This one's for Carol.
What's your question? What's your name? What's your name? We met before, didn't we? Hi, Sebastian. Hi. What's up? What's the question? Who's Sebastian?
Explosion, he wants to know how you guys made it look so real.
Made it look so real? That's... how'd you make it look so real? Oh, the explosion. Oh, the explosion. The explosion was real. That's how. It was so much fun to shoot that. They had rigged, it was a, I don't know what, it was a fake propane tank. And then Daryl Pritchett rigged it so that it would explode. And it was a real explosion, a big one. And I was waiting for it, and I didn't hear anything. I was to give it a couple of seconds, and it was supposed to go off, and I didn't hear anything. So I start to look up, and then right when I'm about to look up, boom! And I could feel it in my chest. So all that you see, that's real. And then there's a little bit of special effects, visual effects, digital stuff, like bodies. Those look real because they're really good people. They're artists that do that. So it's real and it's real.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sebastian. That's a great question.
Hi everybody, I just want to let you know we love you guys so much. This is such a great show, I hope it goes on forever, okay? Yeah. But I have a question for Chandler. You're great, you're intense, and I think you need a girl in your life. Okay? So I'm thinking, maybe it's an idea, you gotta bring some sort of a warrior girl that's gonna be like tough and give you a hard time like wives do. You know, kind of like get you rolling where you guys are going to be a team. I think Madison would be perfect if they bring it back. They bring it back as maybe a sibling or a lost sister that you didn't know about. But I just think that it'd be great to just have some girl that you meet, you know, like in the script, bring her in the script.
I don't know if Carl has time to think about it.
Murdering dead people. But still, you can murder them together.
Yes. I mean...
No, really, it's just an idea. You're young, and I think, you know, somewhere along the way, maybe some kind of a Michonne type of girl will come in, and, you know...
When he meets a girl is, Carl, you're never safe. Never. You're never safe.
So I just hope that something like that works out, you know, along the way. I think it'll be a great thing. And as far as Melissa, is there a baby in the works here coming? A little baby or something? I'm just asking.
You're romantic.
Thank you. Keep doing a great job.
Thank you, that was fun.
I'm not going to ask you questions like my dad over there, but ever since the
The Walking Dead started, you guys inspire me, so when I get to that proper age, I want to try out maybe for the cast of The Walking Dead. But here's the question, I guess for the remaining survivors here, you guys have been traveling everywhere from the camp to Herschel's farm to the prison, now to a church. Is there any foreshadowing that maybe you guys are going to be moving somewhere else since we found out that there's a new group that's going to be attacking you and captured Bob?
Oh, so if you haven't seen any of the new seasons, plug your ears. I mean, I think the church is a relatively safe place for now. You know, it's a good place for them to stop and rest. But Abraham wants to go to DC, and we all agreed to go. So,
careful.
But you see, yeah.
There's a sidetrack. There's a mission that is alluded to at very least that you and Daryl are going on. But yeah, just to make sure that we're not giving anything away. Yeah.
No, but we're kind of at like a standstill because we're missing Carol and Daryl. We don't know where they are, and we're missing Bob and Beth. Yeah, so we don't really know what to do.
Thanks for the question. You guys stay awesome.
Laurie, compliments on what you're doing, and for you to do this at the height of your kind of marketability probably says a lot about the kind of person you are to help those people. So. And my question for Melissa, Carol, with all due respect to Chandler, Carl, and his dad, I can't believe that I'm the only one that thinks this, but I think that you should be in charge. What do you guys think? What do you think? What the?
We have a special surprise. This is really just a cameo. He's going to say hi.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? Thank you all for coming down here to Orlando. We're all having fun. Y'all from Orlando? Who's from Orlando here? Wow. Anyway.
If you got questions for him, save them tomorrow, 12:15.
Give me that. Tomorrow, 12:15 is mine, right?
That's right.
Okay, we'll see you. Save me questions at 12:15 tomorrow. Sleep on them and then forget them and then think of a new one.